Welcome to my second part on reinforced concrete staircases with Revit. So now let's draw in the rebar for our staircase over here. So let's get started over here. Select the staircase over here and click on the rebar button over here. And choose the aligned option over here. Choose the underside of the staircase. Choose the path button and choose the path that goes alongside the side of the staircase over here. Like so. And click on finish over here. Hit escape twice to get out of the tool, and for your layout option over here, choose number with spacing over here and play around with the number. So if the spacing is 100 millimeters and this run is about 3, you can try key in 25 over here. Okay, so we're getting there. 26, 27, 28. So click on cancel over here. So now let's do the same thing for the other staircase run over here. Click on rebar and click on the align tool over here. Select the underside of the staircase run and click on the path button over here. And as in the previous staircase run, select the path that is going along the side of the staircase over here. And click on finish over here. And let's key in 20. Okay, so 20 is too much, so let's try 15. 15, work our way up. Okay, so 19 is where it's at over here. We can't key in 20, otherwise we'll have the error. So now that we've already drawn in the first layer over here, let's draw in the second one that's going up for the staircase run. In this case, it's advisable not to use the same method as we did previously, because you won't be able to draw in the proper bends over here. So let's proceed to a section view. Select on the staircase, click on the rebar button over here, and choose the sketch option. And now let's sketch the rebar out. So I will sketch from the top over here down over here. Click on finish edit mode over here, and in the 3D view it's still not visible. Let me just make it visible over here. Okay, so now let's go and multiply it out. Click on number of spacing over here. Click on, okay, 15 is way too much, so about 8 to 9, but we need to move this to the left over here. So let's select everything over here and choose the rebar. It's supposed to be visible, but it's not showing up. Let's view it from a section view. So as you can see over here, the first rebar was placed where section 3 is cutting into the staircase. So if I were to change the position of section 3 such that it is outside of the staircase, then it would be more to the left over here. So now I'll just manually move it to the left side over here. I'll move it a smidge more over here. And we can increase the count to 10. Since this staircase is about 1 meter wide, so we should have about 10 rebar spanning from the left to the right over here. And now let's do the same thing for the second run over here. So let's proceed to a section view. Select the staircase over here. Click on rebar. And click on the sketch button over here. Select the run. And now let us draw in the rebar. Let us drag this out downwards over here. So as you can see in the 3D view, we can see that the rebar that we drew in for the second run is placed exactly where the section 3 view is over here in plan view. So now let's move this into the staircase over here. So let's move it all the way inside here and change it to number of spacing over here and put in 10, like so. And let me just make this visible in 3D. So now that we've already done the rebar detailing for the staircase run for both of them, let us do the rebar detailing for the staircase landing over here. So back to a section view. Let us select the landing over here and click on rebar. And choose rebar shape 0 over here. And choose the perpendicular to cover option over here. And just choose single for now. And place it in like so. Change it from single to number of spacing over here. And yeah, let's just rotate this out. And let's just rotate this correctly over here. 90 degrees and do a quick solution over here. So let's decrease it to about 7 over here. And then we'll go back to a section view. And we will draw in a rebar over here. So let's place one right over here and let us dimension this out first. So from center to center. Let's make this 100. And then let's make this number of spacing over here. And let's move it out to somewhere here. Increase the count. And then we can edit the sketch over here. And make it 1 meter. Like so. And for this area over here in the second run, we would need at least one more rebar over here. So now let us go back to the section 3 view over here. And let me just adjust this rebar. Hold up. Let me just adjust this one instead and move it out of the way like this. So we need to adjust these over here as well. And do the same thing over here for the other one. Then place it either on the top or on the bottom. So let's just place it on the top over here, let's say. And let's dimension this accordingly. Let's make this 100 over here. And move it down. And this part is optional, so we can draw in the nosing reinforcement that follows the nosing of the staircase over here. So let us select on the staircase, click on rebar, sketch, and now let us draw in the nosing reinforcement. So I'll just use the pick lines tool and pick all these lines over here along the staircase. And just this final one over here. And select the rebar that we've just drawn in. Move it in to where the rebar cover is. And let us click on the finish edit mode over here. So we can actually use a smaller diameter, let's say 10mm rebar. Just the view visibility. Proceed to section 4 over here. And let us move it to where this rebar is over here. Best to use finer scale. And then choose number or spacing. You don't really need it to be too close to one another over here. Let's increase it to about 5 over here. So that's about enough. And usually for the nosing reinforcement, we have one rebar at least going into the staircase from this point of view. So that's quite simple. Let's just edit this one over here and draw it in like this. Okay, so now let's draw in the last bit of additional reinforcement for your nosing here. So we can just typically just put it in like this. Occasionally you would see some of them have two like this over here, for example. I'm just placing them in randomly for now, but you can adjust them easily later on. And that's about it for staircase reinforcements, really. You can either have it simple like the one over here on the second staircase run, or you could have something like this over here on the first staircase run where you have nosing reinforcements over here. And if you found this tutorial useful, like this tutorial, share this tutorial, and subscribe for more Autodesk Revit tutorials like this and other civil engineering related videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.